wanted to read a poem called Daddy, We Called You. When I went to school, I didn't speak English, and I was always terrified that the Italian word will come out of my mouth instead of the English word. I also spent a lot of time ashamed of my parents because they were poor, because they didn't speak English correctly, and it took me a long time to understand how much they gave us and how supportive they were and how much they shaped everything about the way I've lived my life and the kinds of things I've tried to do. So this poem is called Daddy, We Called You. We called you Daddy when we talked to each other in the street, pulling on our American faces, shaping our lives in Paterson slang. Inside our house, we spoke a Southern Italian dialect mixed with English, and we called you Papa. But outside again, you became Daddy, and we spoke of you to our friends as my father. Imagine we were speaking of that Father Knows Best TV character in his dark business suit, carrying his briefcase into his house, retreating to his paneled den, his big living room and dining room, his frilly aproned wife who greeted him at the door with a kiss. Such space and silence in that house. We lived in one big room, living room, dining room, kitchen, bedroom, all in one, dominated by the great oak dining table around which we sat, talking and laughing, listening to your stories, your political arguments with your friends. Papa, how you glowed in company light, happy when the Italians came to for help with their taxes or legal papers. It was only outside that glowing circle that I denied you, denied your long hours as night watchman in Royal Machine Shop. One night, riding home from a date, my middle-class American boyfriend kissed me at the light. I looked up and met your eyes as you stood at the corner near Royal Machine. It was nearly midnight, January, cold and windy. You were waiting for the bus, the streetlight illuminating your face. I pretended I did not see you, let my boyfriend pull away, leaving you on the empty corner, waiting for the bus to take you home. You never mentioned it, never said you knew how often I lied about what you did for a living, or that I was ashamed to have my boyfriend see you, find out about your second shift work, your broken English. Papa, silk worker, janitor, night watchman, immigrant, Italian. I honor the years you spent in menial work, slipping down the ladder as your body failed you, while your mind, so quick and sharp, longed to escape. Honor the times you got out of bed after sleeping only an hour to take me to school or pick me up. Warm bakery rolls you bought for me on the way home from the night shift. The letters you wrote to the editors of local newspapers. Papa, silk worker, janitor, night watchman, immigrant Italian. Better than any Father Knows Best father, bland as white rice. With your wine press in the cellar, with the newspapers you collect out of garbage piles to turn into money you bank for us. With your mouse traps, with your cracked and calloused hands, or your yellow teeth. Papa, dragging your dead leg through the factories of Paterson. I am outside the house now, shouting your name.